I feel like Mr. Surly Major's killing deadites off like holes, little lizards crawling and coming back like zombie soldiers. Life is precious till tainted. There's the demonic shit and then the holy shit that purifies it. Life is always defined by depth view curving to a life drop, gravity crashing down, too out of breath, staying in reality's sights is a scene to be avoided. Don't look at me when I'm right, everything could go wrong when you expect it to be tight, dropping on a line that might dip under your visors like underwater goggles, except like dirty water it burns and stays in your eyes like Breaking Bad. In the cartel dude doing meth, a mess, tell he's out of line. Crystal stings down like the light from the hole, reflected it all black like you're never making it out, not a shimmer or glare of the shine from the sun. You're getting out of here, you're in a hole digging yourself deeper. The more you dig for answers, it's impossible to get out when you're rolling yourself in your own grave. You keep moving but you're not kicking anywhere up, you just keep heading down to endless pit of despair. You keep frowning upon yourself instead of lifting it off your shoulders and feeling freedom. No relief for your dogs off the leash from your feet, can't take a break from walking on them like you're a slave in a dungeon locked up in hell. Your life's hard to put back in order, there's no making it out like the darkness when there's a bulb above your head and now your ideas are all lights out. It's all downhill from here, you can't find the chain to yank back on the spotlight. You used to feel you're all boxed up without the atmosphere of air breathing, with the walls closing and you're compacted to your core. Now there's nothing to fear, I want to fucking die. There's nothing bright in my life. You keep calling Dr. B to be a bitch cause they have no care for the love that I see. If I can't have Nick or weed, some smoke will have to do. If you scuff it out, how do you expect me to see what you're trying to see? There's nothing in me, you take my comfort. I can't relax knowing I can do the same shit the people I love rely on without sweat. It takes me tears and blood and people still won't see the progress that I've met as long as it depends on the pencil I have to chew with my meds. I can't tap out of bounds, their boundaries are in a circle of limiting off my rest, can't reset if you don't allow me to be my best. I have nothing to smoke, which feels like I have nothing to fidget with. I'm feeling out of control and nervous. I'm heading down the road worse than I was heading down previous. Draw a line in front of a chicken, cross them lines, picking on him will leave you picked on cause you're not in the pecking order. The only beak you have is the bill you keep tucked in your pocket like your wiener. This ain't sausage party but like $100. It's getting frank in here. Money shower, you don't got the fan but you got the paper gun, dishing out slips like my broken tongue I have to copy and paste because my clipboard D doesn't work. It's like getting mad at something that someone doesn't understand sometimes, that everything feels like it's not worth spending my mind over, but it involves and ties into my time and it's wasting my life for no reasons to go over. Hard to watch what keeps setting off like a tick. I don't got alarms but the watch is really loud. On the other hand, suicide is my span, homicide is these bitches tapping on my head and my patience running to a spam, fried and up like the can. They're like smexy bitch, I'm just Mexican or half like Hispanic. I don't hesitate when it comes to it and Nick, I cut them out of my life like the holes in my pockets. I could put everything in yet feel nothing with you. Expect me to have a life when you're dying is killing me. You can't even spare a dime when you've been spending what you should spare on me. You're not cutting me slack when you're the one left to lack. My life is out of order and you don't care if it's out of whack trying to put me in order. You're just controlling and I can have nothing for myself to look at when everything is supposedly mine. You're wasting my time by destroying my existence thinking I exist when you keep leaving out important structure in the sentence. Go figure, you're not the figure I ever should have lived with. You get what you get and don't throw a fit. I've been going through little struggles and you have to make a big deal out of it. You're making life harder for me and yourself. It's a lot heavier of a waiver to deal with. I didn't sign up to heal like this. You leave me open for infection, no relief to the signs you're showing and rubbing onto me. I got to smoke away all this anxiety you're shuffling onto me. Can't forgive the life I struggle with. You pull me back to every time I make it out of it. A part of me is gone. So well, good, that's what you wanted all along. Now you don't have to deal with the part you were compatible for. Now I'm destroyed and distraught, brought back to defeat cause you had to be cracked. Oh you I'm not bloodshot until I have to stay awake day in and day out cause of the pain. I won't stay away. I push everyone aside but I have to live with the one thing that brings me to being locked out. I missed a few girls that made me feel safe and more free in my house. The drugs that I can use without it being considered abuse to myself. Hope you have a big sack. If it go to your head or if you have a big head does it go to your sack? It is as small as your nag or your bag as big as your mouth is. What's bad is sick, what's sick is bad. I miss these hoes but I hate where my life's at, not making direct points cause the rough turns my references are tied back to the chains that strain my soul to burn. Restrain the points that I've earned to minusing the lines from subtracting my tries to helpless far cries. There's no assistance as time passes by. I hope the population doesn't add me to the populating. It's complicating, in particular opportunistical. It's hard being a part of the mortality rate. Child Fr. Without safety I crawl at my vent. Being bribed by your breath is an internal sprawl between death and being let go of. Depopulating reduction on this existence is suction. It sucks cause I'm always pushing and I come into a world not living. All the problems they deal with are not the breaker. I wish I could put a stop to the sums that drive me crazy. Feeling like I'm in the slums. Dude, I'm ragged but I can't be wavy like I ride the wave until it takes me under. I'm not surfing, I'm serving. Wishing the crack with him didn't feel my line. Hard to act, one can't film my lines behind the scenes. The crimes are screams and the sprees a stroll in the breeze. Feeling like I can't scroll when they point the tube at me. I freeze, I'm not read like a note in a bottle. I'm going overseas, can't split like Moses but I spit these proposes. But they've been showing off their poses like posers. They don't really care, they're hoes. This fuck you then flee bitch. I don't want to even have a hug. I hate to have to leave but I love the pain that God keeps pulling up his sleeve like the skin attached to rip apart like a cartoon character that has no rules tied to visit. Reality can't fix it. I belong in a loony bin and that's how it is. Well, it is what it is. Every day I'm wasting away waste because my guides are in guardian angels. I just have a guardian that looks at me crooked for many angles. I wish I took the plane. Many blue angels. I need a fleet coming my way of 30 round pills. These crabs, birds and bugs, the mossy cave and cobwebs with the bats and fish. This fishy shit got me bad shit crazy. Money grasping pigeons get the concept of pitching and the idea is crabby and these drugs are tweety. Got me seeing birdies. I can't help but to wasp away from the walls crawling of I SWAT. It's like a SWAT team team ready to be attacking and these flies just fly off although they're irritating. I'm blind as a bat when it comes to penny pinching. When it comes to a yellow jacket I'm straight way to make me feel like an ant ma. And shoving my head with bullshit when I'm trying to break through. It's like hitting a wall with padding. You're making me go more insane. I mean you prove my mind's not ready cause you reset it like upsetty spaghetti all on the yeti falling to the bottom of the bowl. You fuck me up when my movements were studying like Jenga. You're full of bull hunky. I'm not a Hungarian but I'm hung like a long neck. I don't grub on veggies but I'm gonna be tearing in spaghettios just like the alphabet. Oh who knows Ryu like Kino with the black dragon, red eyes like Yu-Gi-Oh, red ass like baboon. I'm going ape shit with my monkey brains. I'm dragging to my knuckles. I can't wait to grab my two to blow your brain cells on the floor like the spooled. You should have been this nonsense. You're left to his core. This ain't no Beyblade but I want to take a spin from the to the floor. I rip at the blade with all my energy poured like the electricity. This bill is nothing to afford when it runs in the city with all the lights. Tug taken out with one pull. Horsepower is nothing to joke about. This bullet is a metal vessel with wheels pulling forward. What vehicle? It's just the air behind it. No tires to crash into your existence and wipe it out. The only remains are the remedies of burning flames besides the ash to the ground. That's your life. I pound like your wife. I queen crown drink like the shot I've been giving out. Roofied spun like your girl wanted the ditty party now. Not just talking any bitch, the sluttest of them all, but the cogs are caught. Your time is stopped just like a pebble and a robot tossed and doused out with water. You're short circuiting like a ticking time bomb. Prior I pull all the wires taking time out of my day trying to straighten them out. I just yank the reaction straight from the control system. No, I'm not circulating the operation that you take down like YouTube with their code restrictions. You can never figure it out. The ones that demonetized and tooken down a channel like SML. I'm trying to control you puppets into giving me a hand wrapped around your felt. You have no voices besides talk to the hand. I bet it gives you more life and expression than I can listen out. Bitch, you better listen out. I'm not listing vowels but your fat owls you won't be risk taking. They're always like sometimes why although it's not that at the end of your vowels A-E-I-O-U sometimes why when you look at me and know you took it more out of my life that you need to restore. There's no rest for the pain I store in the sleep stain. I snore a sweat spot I have to break from the frame of my furniture. I have no front end to my future cause it's fronting back and forth like that fat whore. I'm not mentioning any names but where I came from was a thumb sore just like SpongeBob with his splinter. Your mom is into Mentos. I'm into soda. Girl likes Mentos soda. I still get 2 Cheetos not hot fries but delightfully cheesy heat like the bag I tore up with the Minute Maid. She took my blue pear and raspberries on the side. Oreos 2 black cookies with the cream filling. When you're smooth like the people you get ignored by your circle. When she throws her ass in a circle it's cause you made her giggle. That's why she jiggled and that's why you jiggy gritty that hoe she grind and fronted on your cho just like you have to wipe when you blow your nose instead of snot. It's some shit like the cheeks in between your asshole.